chemotherapy sort of has a connotation of something that's really harsh and really makes you very, very sick. But the truth is, chemotherapies have changed a lot since before. And as the decades have gone, they've gotten better at getting drugs that have less side effects than they used to. And we've also had a good amount of experience in managing those side effects, so we know what to do when the person has a side effect. Different chemotherapy drugs can cause different side effects. Some common side effects that can sometimes happen are low blood counts, so things like anemia or low white blood cells or low platelets, which are involved in blood clotting. And sometimes cells that line the intestine can get affected and cause things like diarrhea. Tiredness and fatigue can happen with chemotherapy, nausea or vomiting. And then some drugs more specifically cause some side effects like hair loss. Some chemotherapy drugs have a high chance of causing hair loss, whereas others have a very low chance of causing hair loss. In terms of decreasing the white blood cell count, sometimes a doctor may give something to help keep your white blood cell count up. They will also probably give you something for nausea, and we think it's important that you take that at the first sign of nausea, not waiting until you get very nauseous before trying that, because it's easier to get ahead of it and take it at the first sign of nausea. In terms of the tiredness and the fatigue, that can be difficult to treat, but we recommend that the patients still try to do some activity, even though they may be feeling tired, even if it's just taking a short walk, because the more they sit around and don't do anything, it tends to compound the fatigue and tiredness. Usually after the whole treatment is done, and most patients have had a number of doses of chemo, they can feel fatigue. They may have side effects from the chemotherapy that can linger for some time. Sometimes it's only weeks, sometimes it's months. But generally, as the time passes from the chemotherapy, they start to get stronger, feel better, and get closer back to how they were before.